My orchard had been in my family for generations. Rows upon rows of apple and peach trees stretched across 50 acres, the same land my grandfather planted back in 1946. Every fall, the air filled with the scent of ripe fruit, and families from all over came to picnic, and enjoy a slice of our history. Enter Karen Milburn. She wasn't a farmer. She wasn't even local. She moved here from the city, and within months was president of the newly expanded Lakeshore Estates HOA, a development that butted right up against my orchard. And she made it very clear. In her eyes, my farm wasn't up to community standards. First came the letters. She claimed the smell of composting fruit was offensive, and that my old barn's red paint clashed with the HOA-approved color palette. Then came the fines, one for noise violations during harvest season, when kids laughed and tractors rumbled, another for unapproved signage, when I put up banners for our annual Apple Festival. Then came the big one. A certified letter arrived one Thursday morning, a $50,000 environmental impact fine for allegedly polluting the neighborhood with pesticides. Not only was it a lie, I used organic methods, but the so-called inspection report was signed by her nephew, who just happened to be chair of environmental compliance for the HOA. That's when I decided to stop playing defense. I went to the county clerk's office and spent 2 days digging through HOA bylaws, property maps, and meeting minutes. What I found was gold. Their charter allowed any dues-paying member to run for the board. And because my property technically touched HOA land thanks to a narrow easement, I could join. The next meeting, I strolled in as a newly registered member, dropped my $50 dues on the table, and nominated myself for the open treasurer seat. Karen's face? Priceless. 2 weeks later, I was sworn in. And from that moment, I saw everything. The misappropriated landscaping funds, the shady vendor contracts awarded to Karen's relatives, the falsified inspection reports. I compiled every scrap of evidence, cross-referencing bank statements with county permit logs. By the time I was done, I had a 92-page dossier. I turned it over to the state attorney general and the local press. The fallout was swift. HOA members voted Karen out in an emergency meeting, and the AG's office slapped her with multiple charges: fraud, forgery, misuse of funds. Today, my orchard is busier than ever. We've doubled our annual festival size, and there's a brand new sign at the edge of the property. Welcome to Milburn Orchard, HOA free since 2025.
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.